It's a beautiful hot day, and you're going to notice this area that we showed you yesterday now has no vehicles in it. The one literally was stuck in the weeds. AJ got that out. We got the Corvette out. We got the black Tahoe, which I didn't say yesterday, but that was actually my father's. Multiple people saw that in the video, and there's Calvin cleaning up all the debris. We got a good video today, guys, an emotional one. Mom is going to give Trista her graduation present, and it is something that's going to not leave a dry eye, probably. It's not for us anyway, and we are getting a bunch of stuff done. The cars are out. There's a story with each of those cars. The red Corvette has a whole lot of story with me and the previous owner, and I've had it since 2001 or 2, so I've had it over 20 years. The black Tahoe, which was my late father's, that was the last vehicle for him to drive. And that's what a lot of people saw in the video yesterday. In the background, I didn't speak about it. They're like, you didn't talk about your dad's truck. Well, I didn't want to get choked up, but that was his last vehicle. And then my mom drove it afterwards just to kind of feel like she was with him still. And then it got parked. And then the Camaro, which we did talk about, which is getting ready to start its progression of reconditioning. And it's going to be really cool. So, and we're getting some property cleaned up. We got multiple lots here that we need to do our yearly maintenance. And Calvin's got the big bush hog on the front, which is great for cleaning these lines up here without getting the tractor stuck. So let's get the day rolling, guys. Let's make it happen. So in our business, I'm sure like a lot of businesses, things change before they even happen. When we built this particular building, my vision for this area, this was before we did YouTube, TikTok. I don't even think there was a TikTok. This was going to be our media area. What I meant by that was not YouTube and all that other stuff. We were going to load our pictures. We were going to do our videos that we were currently doing, which were silent videos, and we were going to decorate this, and it was going to be our merch area. Well, lo and behold, AJ, how many videos have you done in this chair? One video ever, which was a good one. It was our heritage video, which leads us into what's going to happen today with Mom giving Trista her gift. But I bought, at the time, nobody had this multifunction screen, this curved screen where you could have multiple things. I also envisioned me sitting over here and doing the auction instead of being in the office and getting interrupted while I'm waiting on a vehicle to come across the block, and then I get distracted. I had all these posters made of so many cool vehicles, 6-door stretched. That was a 7.3 with like 7,000 miles. Renegade Jeeps, square bodies with flames, monster truck, 60s model Chevy, Vipers, so much cool stuff. That was actually a really, really, really cool truck. I remember that one well. That was actually one of our first vehicles that kind of went viral a little bit. But, you know, we were going to have our cameras. We were going to have everything organized. We never used it. Like, it just became a junk collection. It served us some stuff when we did some boats in here. Then that changed. We've got jackets. This was the coolest printer you could buy at the time. Like, we were trying to do everything right. Now it's the coolest area. We got some nitrous bottles for the car stay in here. So one day we'll repurpose this room that was really tailor built, and all this cabinetry. This is the even wilder thing. I built this room around the cabinets because we had these cabinets that I got for $100. I got all these cabinets for $100. So I had them, and I had them in storage, and I said, all right, we're going to build this room. Let's make sure we can utilize these nice cabinets. This would have been $5,000 or $10,000 worth of cabinets. Anyway, we even put a mini split in here. It does feel good. It's nice and cool in here. But this was what we knew we'd be using, and we have used this for every purpose, including my dad's funeral. But today, my mom's will come over here. It's the quietest area we have without all the distractions, and Mom's going to give Trista her gift, which she's worked very hard on, and it means a lot to her. It spans 5 generations. I'll leave it at that. I'll let her tell the rest. AJ, go ahead and put that part in there, and then we'll put the rest of the day together.
Good afternoon. I'm Gail Davis. I am JW's mom. I stay in the background most of the time because I don't like to be on film or in pictures. However, in my former life, I used to do a lot of public speaking, and I guess that's where JW gets it from, but I prefer not to any longer. But we're here today with my granddaughter, Trista, who is the eve of her graduation from high school. And before all of the hoopla tomorrow with her graduation and all the family and friends there and her parties, I wanted to give her my gift to her for graduation before all that. My gift transcends 5 generations, and I wanted her to have something important and historical that she could have to remember her heritage from. But before that, I want to tell her how proud we are of her joining Davis Auto Sales, a 3rd generation. Her granddad would be very proud as well. I want to talk a little bit about her accomplishments. She's class president. We've watched her play volleyball. Most exciting part in 21 was when her softball team went all the way to the World Series. That was the same year that my husband passed, JW's dad. So it was a happy event to be able to travel with her. I can't remember where the regionals was, whether it was South Carolina or Georgia. Georgia. We went all the way to Georgia to watch the regional playoffs, and then we came back to North Carolina for the finals, and they went all the way to the championship team. That was such an exciting time in my life. But I still get to experience that with my next granddaughter-in-law, Abby, who's playing for Matoaca varsity, where some of the players on Trista's team at 12 years old are now on Abby's team playing for Matoaca varsity. So I'm getting to watch them all play again, and they are a phenomenal team, just like Trista's 12-year-old team was. Now, a little bit about the heritage and the gift I have for you. As I said, it transcends 5 generations, and I just want you to kind of know the different ones. First, this is my grandmother at 17 years old. And this gift is coming all the way from her. Next is my mother at 17 years old and her graduation picture. I was going to get this in a better format for you, but I ran out of time. This is me at 17 years old and my graduation picture. This is your dad at 17 years old, and I ran out of time to find a picture of him in his cap and gown. I'm sure I have one, but I just ran out of time. And the last picture is 4 generations showing my grandmother, my mother, me, and JW as a baby. And now my gift to you is in this little bag. And then I'll tell you what it was, because it's not the same today.
That's beautiful.
But AJ, to get a picture of it, maybe lay it on that black background. That was my grandmother's engagement ring that I inherited when she passed away. And I had it made into a necklace for me. And now I want to gift it to you. I don't want to wait till I'm gone. I want you to have something now. I love you so much. And I'm so happy to have her on the staff. She is already doing some amazing things in just the first week with this AI and ChatGPT. She's taking things that I've had that we've used for years and upping the game on them, and it's wonderful to see the drive and the experience that's going to come along here with Davis Auto Sales. Thank you all.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know that was a little family emotional thing there, and not everybody might enjoy that, but you guys are along for the ride. This is a family business. If something happens in AJ's life, it's happening in our lives. If something happens in Trista's life, it's happening in our lives. Like it or not, Trista's going to be a big part of the team here, and I am very proud of that. She had the choice to do whatever she wants in the world. So did I. Matter of fact, I did not push her to do anything else. I said, make sure to go to college because your mom wants you to go to college, which she is going to college local. And I said, do whatever else you want. I would love to have you work with me and take things over, but it doesn't matter. My father, completely, and I know I probably told her this, and I hope she watches the video and she lets this sink in. My father did everything. He didn't have a lot of money, but he said, I will dedicate, I will help you, I will help with a loan, I'll do whatever I have to do. I'd like to see you go do HVAC. I'd like to see you do some kind of technical work. He said, I don't want you to do the car lot. And his reason for that, and I've told this 1,000 times, but today it seems like I want to reemphasize it again. The innuendo or the persona that comes with being a car dealer, it's bad. It's slimy. It's bad. People don't like car dealers. And my dad stood high. He had a extreme integrity. He could go anywhere he wanted to go, and he never met a soul that was a problem because he didn't do anything wrong to people. And he lived in a small town, and he kept a high standard for his business. He sat on the board and did things with the dealer association. He did everything to make our industry better for everybody involved. But it's still an industry where there's a lot of slimy people that do bad, and he did not want us to follow in that. I wouldn't leave my dad's side. He pushed me away. He pushed me away. He did everything he could to make me not follow in his footsteps. And until the day he passed, he never really had a chance to even, other than a couple little small notions of appreciation, I guess, but he never imagined we'd do what we did and what we have done. And I'm proud we did it. I'm proud we broke the mold to do it. I just, if you're not from this side of the table, you guys do not understand. I know you guys appreciate us, or you wouldn't be following, or you wouldn't be watching. And I know some things really, this business is our family. It is what helps put food on the table. Thank goodness we are very diversified in real estate and portfolios of things and other things, so we can enjoy this business and not make it so sacrificial that it's what we have to do every day to screw people over. And I've answered a lot of comments recently about things, and I tell people, we don't care if you don't want to buy something. That's the truth. My dad couldn't do that. My dad had put food on the table. My dad, my mom was the provider. She had a corporate job, but my dad also, his business was what he had to do. And we've been able to take it to a level of, if you want something, buy it from us. If you don't complain and bitch about it, because we don't have to do it. We don't have to sell it. We don't have to jam it down your throat. And that's where we differ from so many other businesses. And I'm proud of that fact. And my dad, I think, would be proud looking back now, knowing that we have put a different spin on this industry. And I feel comfortable with Trista coming in. I know it's a lot of babbling. I'm sorry, guys, but I feel very comfortable bringing Trista into this business. AJ can sympathize. He understands. The people that are here firsthand get it and understand it. We're going to keep it to a high level, and we're going to do the best we can to always do that. And Trista coming into a third generational family business and being able to carry it on when other businesses are fading and losing, having to close, and I'm really happy that she's able to make that leap and come to work with us and continue it on and have fun at the same time, because that's what it's all about. When we stop having fun, guys, we're going to stop having this business. And I've told you that before, and that's the truth. We're going to keep on enjoying it as long as we can and keep on providing and keep on keeping our employees with a paycheck every week and keep on looking up. That's all you can do. Wabash. That's kind of a funny word to say. This trailer is a 2018 53 by 102 enclosed dry van trailer. Basically a huge box truck on steroids. So it's very rare we have one of these available, but we currently do. These are through the shop, serviced. All the details about it will be online. Here's some of the specs if you want to zoom in on this, AJ, for anybody that's looking. 68,000 pound, yada, yada, yada. All the good stuff. So these are awesome for storage. So if you got a construction company, or even if you don't have a construction company and we used one because we did a weird buyout one time with Gander Mountain. Gander Mountain was a sporting goods store, and we bought out all their product. Well, in the process of doing that, we were running these things up and down the road 24/7, packaging, moving. We filled our whole warehouse up, and then we ran out of space. So we ended up using these for overflow storage after the fact, as well as box trucks and everything else. But they are good, secure storage. If you're remodeling an office or doing whatever you need to do, you could take this thing, utilize it, and then sell it after the fact. It does require a tractor trailer to move it. S&S Trailer Rentals rents them. So if you've got a business where you're using these daily and you run out of trailers, but you got a big job, you can come rent one. Just go to snstrailerrentals.com online or give us a call. We can get you set up with that. But dry storage, I guess is the best way to put it. And it's better than a Connex, because a Connex, when you drop it, it sits there in your way. This still has wheels. You can still move it around. So it's pretty straightforward. But roll up rear door, everything works properly on this trailer. It's actually got the extra skirting down low. I guess that's a fuel mileage thing. It's called an aero skirt, Duraplate. I see them quite often, but I think it just takes the wind drag out from under the trailer. We are not tractor trailer experts, believe it or not. And I'm sorry, this has the, I say that because we were just messing with box trucks this morning. But you guys know we just go live, so just keep it in there. We screw up sometimes. It's not a roll-up rear door. It's a swing door. But the doors work. Everything is proper there. Pop it open so you guys can see inside of it. And this one is on the website for sale. It is $19,995. Lights work. Everything works. Got mud flaps. You should be able to put this thing right to use right away. And it is very rare we get one of these. Got several for reconditioning and going over, but this one is ready to go. You can back up in here, hook it up to your tractor trailer, and leave. So we're getting a couple more bucket trucks ready today. Calvin's job today has been going over those. Mike didn't sleep much last night, so Mike is kind of at his desk, just kind of huddled down, hitting his phone for some messages. But Mike has operated the buckets. Plan was today to get out and do all the buckets, get them all up in the air. But the power company showed back up and kind of has us shut down again a little bit for space and usability. So it's going to be one of those days. So trailer rental, trailer purchase, bucket truck, and we got a terrible amount of storm. Looks like our whole Memorial Day weekend, which I just realized last night that it's Memorial Day weekend. Crazy how times change when you grow up, and Memorial Day is not just a fun go play weekend anymore. But we're getting all the buckets covered with bucket covers, so they're not going to be full of water. And Mike is operating them, but not much going to happen on that today. So let's get back in, pick some more vehicles up, AJ, and see you guys in a little bit. All right, in closing, guys, we do have a couple dune buggies. It is summertime. It is fun time. This is a real deal dune buggy, like a Miner's Manx style. It is not that actual brand, but it's a cool, and I don't know if it's going to show up in the camera, but it has a awesome prismatic paint job. What's the other word for that paint job? Flip. And it's done well. It looks green, it looks purple, whatever you want. The three-wheeler seat does not go with it, but pretty cool. And it's even got the little bitty go-kart, race car style steering wheel. And then if you don't want something like that with a VW motor, of course, cool VW motor, it's all detailed out actually also. You can buy the late model fuel injected version, and we have two of these left currently. These are right out the box, brand new, fuel injected motors, nice and quiet, not loud. You don't smell like gas after driving them, and they're automatic. So check those things out, guys. In closing, it's been a really emotional but fun day. It's been a hot day. We've been getting a lot accomplished, and I'm proud of my team for everything they do each and every day. Thanks a lot. And I'm really proud of Mom for being able to get through that without getting too emotional. It's a good day. Trista graduates tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of fun.